Hey, my cosmic crew, NASA here, reporting from the Hermitcraft server. Today we're gonna be kicking off a mission that's gonna be a real track star. That's right, we're gonna be building a train, and not just any train. We're talking about speed, style, and a little NASA sparkle. But first, we got some serious gathering to do. We had to gather some wood, iron, maybe a splash of color, so our train ride turns heads wherever it goes. You know me, I can't build anything without outing my personal touch. So grab your pickaxes, your sense of adventure, maybe a comfy seat, because by the end of this journey, we'll be on the fast track of something beautiful. Well, let's get rolling. And by the way, if you really enjoy my videos, I would appreciate if you could subscribe. I have a goal of reaching 100 subscribers, so yeah, that's my dream. So if you subscribe, I will be truly grateful. And if you like my videos, if you could give me a like, it really does help the channel out. And make sure you leave your comments. I like to hear what you guys like to say. And I appreciate the positive feedback that I've been getting. Alright, well, with that said, I can't talk. With that said, let's get started. Alright. Well, I'm gonna make sure that I sleep first because I don't want any mobs to kill me while I do my job. And what a beautiful morning. Alright. Before our Galaxy Express can roll, we need one simple thing: wood and lots of wood. Think of it like the wardrobe of the train. If we don't have style, it's just a box on wheels. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with oak because it's classic, it's classy, and it's actually right here. So we'll go ahead and get started, and it's the easiest to get. Probably gonna need a lot, but we'll just get a few just to start here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The leaves should despawn. Hey, bees. No, I don't have soak touch. And I don't have my ender chest with me, so... Okay, let's get more wood. I always like to start collecting wood here from the base. That way the leaves can just go ahead and despawn and they can drop saplings or apples. And a golden apple is always good to have. One thing I just can't stand is like just cutting the base and leave the tree floating. It just bothers me so much, so I won't be able to do that. I had to knock the whole thing down and we can replant it. Alright, we're up to 30 logs. That's not too bad. Okay. And we're getting some saplings for replanting. Alright, I want to make sure that I don't leave this floating because I really hate that. Even though I may never come back to this part of the server, it just bothers me, so... Okay. 36. I'm gonna need so much. It's not even funny. But let's just get a little bit to get started. And we'll just take it from there. I know a lot of you expert Minecrafters probably just have a tree farm, and this is much easier, but I'm a little lazy for that. I haven't had time to do a tree farm, so maybe later on I can work on that. But at least for now, my main goal, like I said, is to go ahead and get this train started. Probably laying the foundation out, just to more or less as to where it's gonna go. Alright, that tree looks cleared. I have 44. I don't want to touch the birch. I know it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's all going to be used for the purpose of a rail, but that's fine. It's okay. Well, I'm going to start replanting. There we go. Nope, no. I don't have my weapons on me. Okay. Disaster avoided. One thing I did realize at the intro of my video, I said Hermitcraft instead of NovaCraft, so I got a little too excited. As you can tell, I'm a big Hermitcraft fan. But I meant to say NovaCraft, just in case anybody caught that at the beginning. Well, we're looking pretty good. Let me see if I can at least get a stack of wood, and then we'll get some iron. Okay, these for replanting. It's a little weird. What if anybody was here before? Alright, I have a little more. I'm sorry I got distracted easy. I have a little more than a stack. Why are there so many creepers here? Okay. I think that's fine for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and plant these in case I come back to this area. I just like to spread them out a little bit. And I don't know, that's just me. Okay, let's get some iron. Fortunately for us, Hollow Crossing, another player on the server, and G2Q, they made an iron farm. So they said we're welcome to all of the iron we need, to all the players on the server, so very kind of them to give that opportunity. So let's get started. So we've arrived to Kauai, so we'll go ahead and get started with our collection of iron. Let's see, it hadn't been here in a while. Okay. Ooh. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Some iron. Okay. Not as much iron as I was hoping for. I don't want to take all the iron either. Let's go ahead and I hope that's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, let's see what we can do here really quick. Well, I think I'm really low on iron, but I think that's enough to get started. I'll just put this back. It's not much, but alright, the gaming district is just right over this way. And G2Q was telling me that she has an area where she'd like this to start. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look. I don't think she's online now. now? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see. Just have a general idea. I think we're getting close. I think I go more this way. Almost there. Here we go. That was pretty fast, actually. Okay, well, here's our little area that we're gonna be working on today. Actually, we worked on this the other day. It's the road that takes us over to her gasket ball arena that she's building right over there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. She is doing a great job over here with the redstone. She's already working on the numbers here, the scoreboard, I should say. Yeah. I'm not really good at redstone, to be honest with you, but she seems to be really good at it. Okay, she still has her baby ghast right down there that I left the other day in the other episode. So, what she was kind of telling me is she'd like to see the train start up towards this direction. And let me make it daytime. I do not want mobs killing me. So, this is kind of like a fake tunnel. I don't think it's gonna really go anywhere, but she was telling me she'd like to have the train maybe start up here, maybe make some kind of a station in this general area, because this was her old path that she made, and I just kind of connected it with the road. So she was talking about maybe making it around this area. I think, like, make a real nice station here, and then you kind of walk down, I guess, to the road. So I'm thinking maybe not over that way so much, but it might be a better idea just to, I don't know, maybe have it here, I guess? Maybe clear this out, we can level it. And then kind of connect it, I guess, with this here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how that looks. Let me get rid of this. I would think this has to be a lot bigger. So let me go ahead and open this area up a little bit more. So we'll leave it here for now. Let me see if I can get some materials down here. And we'll go ahead and see what we got available to us, and we'll see if we can maybe at least mark up the general area where we want to build the station and then lay out the rails. Alright, we got the wood, we have a vision, and now we got a whole lot of lumpy land. Not exactly first class passenger material, right? So before Happy Ghast Train Station take shape, we have to roll up our sleeves and get a little dirty. I do have some dirt that's gonna help us kind of lay out the foundation. So let's go ahead and get a pickaxe, shovel, get some dirt blocks, and get started, huh? Alright, rule number 1 in terraforming, we need to respect the land. So don't be afraid to give a little makeover like I'm gonna do now, but I want to make sure that everything is smooth. Enough room for the platform and enough space for the Happy Ghast so they can roll in here in style. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and level this out just to have an idea of the space we're talking about. I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not really measuring. I guess this is a good start for now. And I don't, of course, want to leave this floating. I'm against floating pieces of wood with nothing underneath, so we'll at least have to cover some of it up, because otherwise it's going to bother me for the rest of my life. I love those mushrooms. Maybe if there's any way we could maybe incorporate that with our build, that would be awesome. So I'm gonna see if we can use some of that material for our station. Okay. And this is a start. I'm gonna put some grass, that way the dirt will turn into grass. It's something less we have to worry about. Although, we're gonna have a station here, so it probably won't matter anyway, but it's okay. I just want to have a large enough area that we can work with. Maybe do some landscaping. Just make this really pretty. And then of course, we may be able to expand this out a little bit. You know, like, sorry. Maybe take this down and maybe somehow connect it over there. I don't know yet. I mean, I guess the main thing is get the station started, and then we'll worry about the rest later. I don't want to create a log farm up here, so we're going to go ahead and start putting a few torches. I think this is okay for now. And then we can just start filling in. I believe in sleeping at night For one thing, it means that no mobs will attack me. I do not like to be attacked by mobs, and I need my beauty rest. I'm eating apples. I forgot to bring my ender chest, but it's down below. I'll get some food from it in a little bit, but right now I just have to fill this whole area in. I sort of have an idea as to how I want to build this regarding style. I am going to incorporate, I think, the mushroom block maybe with part of the flooring. Of course, I need to see what the other players think about it too. I don't want to do something and then like, oh, this looks weird or this looks ugly, so yeah. I think I'm gonna need more dirt. Add some stone. No. I'll go ahead and fill it with dirt, and we'll use the stone for the sides. I think that's good. I don't want to come any further this way with it. Because this is going to be our area to fill in. I don't know if it should just be like a pure drop off, or should we do maybe steps? Bah. Alright, I messed up. That's fine. Messing up so bad. I think that's okay. Let me go ahead and do this and start closing this off. I did not think this through. But let me go ahead and let me put a torch here. And I'll just squeeze in here. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze out this way. Okay, I think let's go ahead and take a look, see what we're working with so far. Yeah, I think this is gonna be okay. We'll go ahead and fill it in on the bottom. And then we'll get that side and the other sides. We might be able to do some kind of storage system on the bottom. Ah. I still think it's gonna have to be a whole lot bigger. Maybe like one more line, perhaps, at least for now. Yeah, I think this will be good for now. Alright, we have a semi-foundation started, so I think that's gonna be it for right now until I can get some more materials. So I guess our next episode, I'm gonna see if I can get some of these mushroom blocks in our design. Kind of plan out what we're gonna do. Lay down some rails. Maybe make like a basic station and get the train operational. And then we can really do some details of the station a little bit later on. Alright, well thank you so much for watching the video. Adios. Bye.